Hello, hey guys, it's Allison, and welcome to TOC Pajama Talk. I am at my parents' actually today. Hello. And we are about to watch TOC, but you know we have to talk about last week's episode. All right, what was your biggest surprise from last week? There's so many to count. I mean, here were my expectations for TOC, and then here is where it delivered. It was above and beyond anything that I thought it would be. What did you guys think about last week's TOC? Hey, hello. Hi, how are you? I am so glad you're here. Thank you for I know, I'm excited about the haircut. I mean, new hair, new me, you know? But I'm so excited. All right, Michele,
Yes.
expectations for TOC episode 1.
Um,
Thoughts?
sorry, the cat's blinding
Oh
everybody.
no. What did you
Um,
think?
it was pretty amazing. I don't know that anybody's ever got like an 88 in the first round before.
Seriously, was that okay? We're gonna break it down. We're gonna talk, battle by battle. But overall, I want to give this episode an 11. And I didn't think that the first episode of the season would have performed so high. But I mean, we started out with, can we just say, a Jet Tila battle to start out the show?
Yeah. He's the only one that's
Yeah,
been in like 7 times. He's been to the dance and came so close. And
that's
I, Matt
yeah.
has him on his dream team, and I'm kind of jealous. But I kind of hope that. By the way, this is my allergy season voice,
Oh no, it's okay. I'm just glad you're here.
so I sound a little breathless, but that's okay. It goes
Oh,
away in about a week. Um, so Jet has come so close. The
yes.
battles were so good, but again, this whole season seems to be pretty well evenly balanced. If anything, the newcomers are
Yeah.
gonna. I mean, this bringing the newcomers up to
Yes.
speed,
Thank you.
but
Yeah.
so we'll have
Yeah.
them to look for even more in the next round. But man, if this is going to be tough, because I think based on the battles, it's going to be Jet and Claudette next week or on the next
Or whenever this that
round. Yeah, that's going to
okay.
be tight.
It's it's gonna be, so my dad thinks it's gonna be in 3 weeks. So we'll have B, C, D, and then go back and do that
Right.
216. Okay, let's just talk about that first battle. And if you guys watch the show, feel free to write in the comments what you guys thought. All right, we had Ashley versus Jet. Now, I mean, how would you feel going into your first TOC? And this is her first TOC. She won the prelims, right? I mean, she was in
Right.
the yeah, but going in and being like, oh yeah, you have to battle Jet Tila. Like, how would you
The,
feel?
oh my gosh. I would bow out, I think. I don't know. I would still try, but I
Yeah.
would not I would give it a good show, but I mean realistically, I know my level of cooking is nowhere near anybody on TOC's, but I mean, he has world records. He has successful restaurants,
It's
let alone his competition experience. So it's like
yeah.
it's definitely a David versus Goliath episode.
It really is. And it's like, but going in there, it's like I didn't realize Ashley. So a lot of my friends actually follow, oh, thank you so much. Follow Ashley because they've read her cookbook. Like her apparently and my mom wants it. It's like this is gonna be on our list. It's in our shopping cart.
I don't have it yet, so it's on my list as well.
Well, I always take your recipe cookbook. Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say I don't remember the word recommendations to heart. But okay, so we had Ashley going in, and then was that the battle where it's like they had to flip? Could you remember what the protein was? I believe it was
So they had pork
yeah
loin, bell pepper, uh,
charred.
ricer, chard, and move one up. And so they moved ricer to handheld grilled basket.
Okay, I think that was a good choice. I mean, to me, it's like I don't think I've ever seen the handheld grill basket before. Maybe we have in past tournaments. It just didn't look super familiar to me. But I mean, I think with that type of protein and that vegetable, I thought it was the perfect kind of mix. What did you think?
I've used the handheld grill baskets before because we
Yeah.
barbecue and smoke quite often. Um, Not as much as I would like to this semester because of school,
Yeah.
but um, there it's really easy to manipulate
Yeah.
the whatever you put inside of it because you're flipping it over, so you
Yeah.
can kind of gauge the cook on it. I think it was. I mean, I think that was smarter than the ricer just because of the bell pepper and pork loin. So,
And
and
seeing like especially Chef Jet like really take off that extra char. I thought that those little touches were
yeah.
obviously kind of, okay, I have to ask. I personally really liked Chef Ashley's dish. Did you think it was too simple? To me, I thought it was like if you're gonna cook and you're gonna cook effectively, it's okay to be a little bit more simple. What did you think?
Um, I agree. I also think if she played it differently, we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Jet put his in as like kind of a shallowish bowl, and she
Yeah.
put hers in a bowl with high sides. And I think if she'd plated it like on a plate or a more shallow bowl, the presentation would appear differently.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, it just, if you have to go into a bowl for any sort of protein, might have to cut. It makes it more awkward to eat.
Yeah.
And we have seen the wall of dishes, so we know that she could have chosen a little bit differently, and that might have made more of an impact on the plating.
I can see what you're saying because it really did look. I think that not that I would have come up with that in that heat of the moment. I know I wouldn't have, but I think you're right. I think that having a little bit of a shallower bowl might have made it look just a little bit more appetizing. I personally liked the plating. I thought it looked really nice. But Chef Ava said the grill baskets are like air fryer baskets because there's different ways to cook them, and it was like a simple. It wasn't an X factor that maybe she would really wish that she had made like that plating a wow factor. Which you know what, you got to agree with that. I think that it was very simple. I think it was probably delicious, but I mean, I thought it looked really
Well,
good
and
too. I would
plating,
have eaten it.
well, and given this is her first
Yeah.
real TOC battle, that'll
Yeah.
give her a little bit more practice to practice more of the high end
Yeah.
plating, because it
Yeah.
is practice makes perfect kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
No, I think, I feel like we will be seeing her again. I think that
yeah.
this was just a brief introduction. I think that she's going to probably be in the next TOC. I know she might be in my dream team. You don't even know. You don't even know. But obviously, we saw some judges, which obviously I was really excited. We have Iron Chef and Alex Gornicelli came back. We had and winner Antonia Lafaso, and we also had, oh my gosh, why am I
Dominique
blanking?
Crenn.
Can I just say that's who I thought was going to
She's
be
one of my
competing?
she's one of my favorite chefs after watching her on 24 and 24.
She's amazing. I forgot she was in 24 and 24. I know that she was on, I think she's Iron Chef French. That they had like the show that was like the spin-off show. I
Right.
believe she's Iron Chef French, but you're right on 24 and 24. I think she did pretty well on that, didn't she? I
She
think.
did. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I might have had her on my dream team. I'd have to go back and look,
Yeah.
but
Oh my
she
gosh.
is really good at describing what she's tasting and what
Yeah.
her expectations are, and I
Yeah.
appreciate her for that.
Do
So
you
yeah,
feel like she was, oh, sorry, go ahead.
after watching her on 24 and 24, it's like, because I'd heard of her before and I'd seen
Yeah.
her, but it's like she uh she became one of my top tier of chefs that I would love to try their food.
Yeah, and then you said hey, Mr. Spooky, Bay Area icon, the best from, and she's originally from France, excuse me, absolutely. So I mean, that battle in and of itself was gorgeous. I mean, I believe it was 80 to 88, which
Yep.
I felt like an 80 is a pretty good score. I felt like I wish it was a little bit closer. I feel like I think Ashley did really well. I obviously Jet is the master. So, oh my gosh, we're talking about TOC. Have you seen it? It is. It's probably my favorite show. Not, I mean, obviously, Worst Cooks is the best, but on the Food Network, I think it's my favorite show. I
Well, I mean,
absolutely
Jack
love
got her
TOC.
4 or 6 points on taste, so
Yeah. Wait, was it on Taste that that's where it kind of dinged her?
yeah, I think what
Yeah.
boosted him up too was the toasted rice,
That
because
was. Oh,
yeah
her cinnamon shows
he
are good too.
yeah
Yeah.
he charged 60-70% of the rice, and
Yeah.
Tony made the comment that that was what bumped it and tied the whole dish together. So
You know what that reminded me of? Like you're speaking about the rice. That really reminded me of. Do you remember when he grilled and you're gonna know it? He grilled that weird the fish. It was like the fish skin or something,
hmm
and it was like or fish. Oh my gosh, now I'm gonna forget. Do you know what I'm talking about? He grilled something or he deep fried something, and it was something that you wouldn't have normally deep fry, and it was like the best thing that they'd ever tasted on TOC practically.
yeah, he's really good
Do you remember?
about
I don't remember what it was, but
manipulating the ingredients to fit the randomizer or whatever the
yeah.
challenge is.
Yeah. But no, that's what it reminded me of. Okay, so obviously we have the Jetster moving on. an amazing, amazing battle from Ashley. I would not be disappointed in that performance at all.
No, I mean, for a first run out of the gate, getting an 80 is really good because the qualifiers, there was a
Yeah.
lot of 70s. So,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and thank you for clarifying for that, Sarah. I really appreciate it. Okay, so then we got to talk about the second battle. It just gets more and more intense as the night goes on. Oh my God. Okay, so we had the second battle. Now, the second battle was, why am I'm blanking on the spot. Do you remember who the two people were?
John, it was Claudette Zepeda and Tobias Dorzon, or was it Sawyer and Akunowitz?
It wasn't, was it? I don't think it was.
Sawyer was the third one.
Sawyer was the third one. Okay, so we had
Okay, so it'd
Tobias and then we
be,
had Claudette. Now,
yeah.
we've seen Claudette before. She was in 24 and 24, I believe.
She's been in a couple different
Yeah.
ones, and I think this is like her second time in TOC.
She is an incredible, like she is absolutely incredible. I'm gonna be honest, I was very surprised with the outcome of this one. I think that it was an incredible battle. So I think, either chef deserved it, but I personally was a little bit surprised. What did you think?
Claudette, did she win that one about the chair or something?
Was it okay? Did she win House of Knives?
I haven't watched all the episodes of that.
I think she did. Okay,
I think
Eva,
somebody
do you
I know
know
Shirley
that?
Chung did.
She won House of Knives?
Yeah, Shirley Chung won on House of Knives once.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of where I saw her
I
before.
know that she's won before, but yeah, she is an incredible. So we have obviously Huncho, who is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this is, the comeback kid of comeback kids. Basically we had an incredible, incredible. Now I think they did the same thing where it was like they respun and then it landed on the same thing. They did that a
Yeah,
couple times.
they had skirt steak, broccoli rabe, toaster oven, chef's respin, and pickled.
Okay. I was really surprised with the pickled. Now, to me, pickle could go wrong so quickly. How would you have handled the pickled?
Actually, I think Claudette handled it the best
Okay.
because she did the two
Yeah.
ways, I believe,
Okay.
with the. But I mean, pickles could go so many different ways because most people think dill pickles, but you could pickle pretty much anything. You could go sweet, more sour.
Yeah.
So it's pretty versatile.
Yeah.
I wanted to see them use the toaster ovens differently because they just use it as like a toaster oven, and it looked like the ones that they had
Yeah.
like multifunction. So it wasn't just a toaster oven because a lot of the newer ones have like dehydrator, air fry, all like 7 to 10 different functions. So they could use it other than just as a toaster or a
That's
toaster
actually a
oven.
really good point. Like utilizing these, randomizers in different ways. I
Hmm.
think we've seen some examples of that in the past, but you're right. I think it would have been interesting. I'm not as familiar with the toaster oven. That's not an equipment I use a lot.
Wait till your kids are grown. You'll use one for you and your
Oh, I
husband.
use an air fryer. Air fryer saved my life. Air fryer saved my life. But I mean, as like just a regular toaster oven, it's, thank you. Yeah. Shh, guys. Sorry. The kids are so excited. Their grandma and grandpa's, it's like crazy town here. But okay. So we had our battle. Obviously, now Huncho, I was surprised. So with the broccoli rabe, I think that I would have eaten either one of theirs. I really like broccoli rabe. It's something that, um, I drink a lot of juice with broccoli rabe in it. I think it's kind of bitter, right? It's like a
Yeah.
bitter. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because I personally like it. I don't know, but we obviously had Huncho. It was a 2 point battle. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was 85 to 87.
God.
Um, Claudette had 43 in taste. He had 40.
Okay.
He was 2 points higher on the randomizer, and
Right.
she had 1 point better on the plating or the presentation. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
it was still pretty close.
I think I preferred honestly Tobias's presentation a little bit more. I mean,
Yeah.
I've always liked the way that he plates his food. I think it's, considering that he wasn't originally from a culinary background, like he was the professional football player and, he has that different background. I think that he has come such a long way and he is such a talented chef. Whereas I think Claudette Zepeda has, more of that I guess traditional background in culinary.
Hmm.
And please correct me if I'm wrong because I'm definitely going to do some more research. But I don't know. I just felt this battle was really close, and I got to give it to our guy Steph Tobias. You know what I loved about him? Do you remember in past battles? It's like he wears his heart on his sleeve, and
Right.
I felt like, and okay, and this is something that I kind of talked about with my parents, that it's like he has this new outlook on life. So it's like, even though he wasn't able to move on in this competition, he held his head high and was like, "Hey, I have come from having to learn to walk again, having to learn, all these basic skills." Like I feel like he wasn't as devastated where I believe he would have been in the past. Is that the kind of impression you got, or am I?
Yeah, and
Am
that'll
I?
tie in
Yeah,
with
yeah,
something that Karen Akunowitz said in the
yeah,
next round that I'll discuss it
yeah,
when we get there. What for me, the using the tamarind in his marinade and with
yeah.
the broccoli rabe, I thought that was genius because it's going to bring the sweetness and tartness to help balance out the bitterness.
Yeah, and that's remarkable. Exactly, exactly. I mean, let me feel, Chef Ava, what did you think about this? Did you feel like this battle was really even? I felt like they both brought their A game. I mean, they just gave us a great battle.
It
I
was
don't know.
really close, and again, I feel like this year's or this season's
Yeah.
pairings are more balanced. It's not just one
Yeah.
higher than the other. They're pretty evenly matched from what I can tell.
I think obviously we're going to see Huncho again. Like that's kind of a given. I would love to see him compete in 24 and 24 again. But I think Claudette could go the distance. She really impressed me this battle. Like I feel, yeah, I think that is she going against Jetster in the next one or is she going?
Yeah,
Ooh.
and she's
Oh, that's
more
a hard one.
grounded and focused than she was last season that she competed.
Yeah, I was like, I think she's really grown. Yeah, I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So obviously, we're wishing her the best. We got to talk Chef Jonathan. We got to talk this next battle. All right, we have Chef Jonathan versus
Karen Akunowitz.
Karen Akunowitz. Wait, I thought we just talked. Oh, that's Claudia Cepeda. Karen
Yeah,
Akunowitz is actually one that I had on my dream team. I believe like was it two TOCs again? Two
I think
seeds.
so.
I feel okay. I'm very proud. I think that she was amazing. We have Jonathan Sawyer, who's now I think he's 41 months sober. I mean, what did you think about this initial battle? Like, did you think it was going to be all Jonathan? Do you think it was Karen? Like, what
Oh,
did
I
you
think it
think?
was going to be pretty close too because this is a
Yeah.
rematch for them.
Okay, now remind me of the rematch because it was like obviously Karen had lost to Jonathan before, but
Right.
wait, was it in last TOC?
I didn't go back far enough and look,
Yeah,
but
because I know
it might be
it was
two
a
ago.
two ago. Okay,
Maybe I'd have to go look.
it might
But
have
I
been when
mean,
she was on my dream team.
but the thing is, and this is one thing that stood out with
Yeah.
the comments from while the competitors are watching the judging, they're complimentary of the other chef's dishes.
Yes.
I mean, that to me,
Yeah.
that's a good sport, and they all are supportive of each other, and I
Yeah.
mean, they all want to win, but they're also not going to
Yeah.
knock somebody for having, just to cause drama. They're very supportive of the dish and the cooking because when it comes down to it, the clock and the randa they win. So,
I think your words were not, or no, truer words have never been spoken as if we're going to get into this next battle. But I think Chef Jonathan, has really, obviously he's a tremendous chef, but I feel like with this new journey he's gone on, he's really come into his own. He's calmer in the kitchen. I think he trusts his palate more,
hmm
in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, seeing Chef Jonathan just kind of he looked like he was dancing almost. Just kind of just didn't he just like he was just effortless through the kitchen.
well, I think
Yeah.
winning 24 and 24 was a big, huge ego boost for him. So he's like, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I can progress. And sometimes you need that validation because we're all just human. Um,
Yeah.
I think they both, again, there's no way I could
Yeah.
just pick one or the other in most of these battles because
Yeah.
they're both so good. Karen's got a fire underneath her. So I would expect
Yeah.
on the next go round to have her come swinging.
Her entire I think I do believe I wrote down, I think her presentation was my favorite in the
hmm
entire. I mean, she is, first of all, she's just talented. Karen the Fox, okay, the Fox, yeah, she's this Top Chef alumni, her sassy side. I like the fact that, she does have that Top Chef. I mean, that's something I feel like a lot of our strongest competitors come from other shows like Top Chef or Chopped
hmm
or even 24 and 24. We've seen a lot of like with Brian, those competitors really, Jonathan as well. really step up. I think this entire battle was amazing. Okay, this one was the right. No, this wasn't the ricer. The ricer was the next one. What
Yeah,
was?
they had this one. They had lamb shoulder chops, fingerling potatoes, ricer, saute or breaded, low seed spin, and so they chose the style, and it became sautéed.
Which I thought was good. I think breaded would have just been too. I
It'd
don't
have
know.
been too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she did mashed fingerlings with, hang on, right down here,
Yeah.
spiced fingerlings with lamb, and then a tomato pomegranate relish,
Right.
and then Swiss chard with feta, and she used shawarma spices.
So I
And then
believe
he
it was it
did,
and was it Antonia, the one that really like went gaga over that one? I think it was.
yeah, she's with the lamb bone on
Okay.
the bone. She's like a lamb pop. And she was obsessed with the dish, but Dominique said that the dish was not balanced. It was too meat heavy.
Oh, see, that was that. I think that was the downfall. Okay, and I'm sorry, yeah, I interrupted you. You were going to say Chef Jonathan's was
He had, let's see, sauteed lamb shoulder glazed with gochujang and black garlic, and then he made a potato puree and
yeah,
potato purple potato. Gosh, these are tongue twisters.
purple
Purple
potato. Blah, blah,
potato
blah.
chips on top, with a sauteed shallot and lamb jus, and his was kind of one of my favorites.
Real okay for the plating or just the you want to
Just
try it?
overall, just the glaze to me just stood out quite a bit.
I like how he was using like he had his glove on and he was scooping. Okay, this is going to be such a weird breakdown of it. Like scooping it on the sides and like mixing it in that way. I haven't really seen that technique before. I know it probably is like probably is used a lot, but I loved that technique. I thought that was really interesting. And then Chef JT said, Karen's one of my favorites as well right now, but I love the run Jonathan's on. And
Right.
you got to give it to Jonathan. I mean, I think it was his battle to lose. Don't you think? Don't you think on that one?
Yeah. What stood out was Karen was talking about her mom and that journey. She said that she realized that you have to basically take an event or take put yourself out there and run with it, and that's what Tobias was doing with his
Mm-hmm.
recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what 10 years ago, I came to that conclusion with my thyroid cancer of like, you
Yeah.
just got to take risks sometimes and just go for it and see what happens. And I can't say I've regretted any minute of it.
No, and you know what I like also? I mean, you're absolutely right. Like talking about, oh, sorry, we this is something we've talked about kind of before, but it's like expressing their journeys, like actually
Hmm.
finding out why they're in it. Like with her, like you absolutely right. Like she's talking, I think it was the stroke that her mom had a stroke,
Yeah, her mom
and
had
like
sure.
yeah, and like that, just that we understand where they're coming from and why they do what they do. And it makes us understand them more, not just as, chefs, but as humans. And I love that the TOC is really opening our eyes with that, like really getting into like Huncho and, his, I don't want to say accident, but, his situation, with Shirley Chung and hers, like it's
That they're
so,
people.
yeah. And I think
That
that
makes
that's
it they're relatable.
they are relatable. Like, I mean, I think we talked about like, oh, we'd have, dinner with any of them, And then Chef Eva said his daughter started a recipe club, $10. Oh my God, that's really cute. He and his daughter started a recipe club, $10 a month by Sawyer, and it's handwritten. That's actually really cute. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Okay, wait, what? I know mom was like, we should do that. That's, I mean, or
And
we should join.
theirs was only a 3-point battle. It was
I
only
can't
one
believe
point
it.
apart in taste.
Yeah,
They were tied on the randomizer,
yeah.
and he had 2 points ahead on the plating.
You know, Mom, what do you think?
I thought it was close.
It was really close. Yeah, it was really
Hmm.
close. I feel like in the future, it's going to be really interesting to see. I think he's going to go far, but unfortunately, their little bracket is stacked. I mean, we have
Hmm.
Jet, we have Jonathan, we have oh my God, why am I blanking? We have Jet. We have,
Artie,
oh yeah, can we
Ashley, Claudette, and Tobias.
Claudette?
You got that.
Can
And
we
the
talk?
icon.
Can we talk about my breath leaving my body? I thought it was going to be Ming Tsai. I didn't know if it was going to be Ming Tsai tonight. I thought he was a choice. But when he stepped out there, I think the entire audience lost their mind. I mean, what did you see when Chef Ming Tsai went into that battle? It's insane.
I expected Artie to, turn super pale and run.
Mhm.
I think I would have peed my pants. Like, I'm not trying to crass. Like, I don't think I would have been handling. I mean, oh my God. I also love that it's like she was the first one to go against an icon, and for it to turn out the way it did, I think okay.
And she
Overall,
is not a classically trained chef.
Artie's parties. Like, I
Yeah,
didn't know she was. Yeah.
she's self-taught. She didn't go to culinary school.
Oh my God.
So there's
Okay.
hope.
There's hope yet, guys. No. Okay. So we had Ming Tsai come into this. Now, Ming Tsai has been a judge before. We've seen him everywhere, literally everywhere. I believe he's an Iron Chef. I mean, this
I
is
think so.
insane. Yeah. So it's like
Maybe, maybe not.
I think he's one of the newer Iron Chefs. But I mean,
Think so.
I think Ming Tsai. Okay.
I can't
He's
Google
cooked
on
Anyone
my
correct
phone
me if
because
I'm
we're on the
wrong.
phone.
He's cooked forever.
He's cooked forever, but
I've watched his
if I'm wrong,
She was one
please
of the
correct
first
me.
ones I watched.
I think he's an Iron Chef. I think he is.
I'm not going to say yes or no, actually, because until I can check.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay. I thought it was Martin. Oh, so he thought it was Martin Yan for but Ming Tsai, the old dog. He's got his cooking chops on. When he put on his bandana, I about died. Like he was so focused. Okay. Do you think that because he had been a judge before, that was going to be a benefit to him, or do you think that that was going to be a detriment?
I think a
Yeah.
detriment because he's going to
Yeah.
second guess what the other judges are going to want, as
Really?
opposed to just cooking.
You think? I mean,
Well,
yeah,
so
it's
think back
there's
to
no wrong
Judge
answer.
Battle. Well, think back to Judge Battle because he's like,
Yeah.
regardless, you have to get in there and just focus on the cooking. And if you're
Yeah.
worrying, you want, you need to not worry about the judges so much. You need to worry about what the parameters of the randomizer are,
True.
and do the
Yeah.
best you can with what you have available. If you worry about the judges because they don't know who the judges are,
True.
you're going to get your own way.
You know, I was really worried originally because I thought I'd forgotten that he was a judge, to be honest. I just was focusing on him as the icon. And so I was like, I don't think he's going to be able to use the randomizer there effectively. And that was actually something that was a little detrimental. And I hate saying that to such a legend. But I think I thought that being a judge, to me, it would have been a benefit just because, again, once you've judged something, you know what they're looking for. I know, like you're saying, like you don't want to depend too much on what other people are looking for, but you know what you personally would look for. So I feel like he had like obviously the upper hand going into this battle. I really thought it was his battle to lose just because again he is such a legend. He's been doing this for so long. What I liked was I was really impressed by Artie. And it's like I know, and it's she's someone who I think we've cheered on before, and I know she's been on other shows. I've known, I mean, other than the fact that she won Food Network Star, I believe she's done 24 and 24. I'm
She
pretty
just
sure.
radiates joy.
I mean, you can't not like her, right? Okay, so she's doing, the nutty. I think that nuts are going to haunt Ming Tsai forever. And I hate saying that. How did you feel when you found out that Ming Tsai forgot the nuts? The second dish of nuts, sorry.
He's not the first and it won't be the last to forget an
Yeah.
ingredient.
Yeah. It's so easy to do. But, do you think that that was the turning point? Like that was
I think it
the
would have made a
straw.
difference in points. It
Yeah?
might have been more of a tie. But
Yeah.
let me flip the page here real quick.
He would have won
So
There we go.
Dad thinks he would have won. Okay.
because it would
Well,
have
they
evened
tied
it
for
up.
taste, so it might have put him a point up if he'd had a little bit more nutty. So
They tried for taste. Dad says what?
He would have tied. They would have tied on the randomizer,
They would have tied on the randomizer.
and he had her on presentation.
Right. And he said that he had her on presentation. Is that what matches your notes?
right, but they
Okay.
were tied on taste, so he lost by 1 point. So if he'd have got an extra point for the randomizer, and an extra point for taste,
Yeah.
he would have won. Because when it's a tie, then they go to the taste and see
Yeah.
who has higher for taste. So I think the Nets were his downfall on this.
Yeah.
And
It
he
would have
knew
given
it.
him like
He
one
knew
extra
it. Yeah.
point.
My dad had a really good point too, where it's like, when you just, and it's like, you
Mm-hmm.
could just see when he was sitting in his trailer, like the total devastation, like, I think can I say, do I think we're going to see him again? I do. I
I'd rather
do.
see him compete than judge.
Oh,
He's not
compete.
he's not my more favorite judge. He's a little bit stuffy as
Okay.
opposed to judging the dish based on the randomizer.
Really? Okay, yeah. The nuts of it were he was I know he's so bummed. You know, it's funny because it's like I don't really think of him as the stuffy. I felt honestly I love
He
Dominic
Oh, I love
friend.
no, she's
She
closer.
is more
She's
traditional.
she's more traditional, but she's
Yeah.
also looking at the randomizer versus what they're given.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
his judging in past seasons
Yeah.
has made me not happy. So I'd rather see him compete
Oh,
than judge.
I would love to see him again. I okay, I'm gonna say this. It may sound a little bit crazy. In a way, I'm glad that if he was if Jet, I felt like a battle between him and Jet would have been too devastating because either and they, if you figure, I think that they would have gone against each other. Check me on that. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
They There's a possibility that they could have, yes.
Yeah. So to me, it's like seeing Artie do something that not that no one thought that she could. I mean, I believe there's a lot of people out there that knew that she was a strong competitor, but doing something that was so, to me, and this is my opinion, unexpected in this first, like our first shot at an icon, and she takes down the Titan. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm glad that he went home this time, just because I
Right.
think if he beat Jet, I feel like it's like, oh, not another one, Jet. you know,
Well,
what do you
Alex
think?
Shelley went out first round the one time.
And Stephanie Izard,
Yeah.
like we've had Iron Chefs fall in the first
Yeah.
round. Oh my God. Okay, do you have anything else to say about that battle? I mean, it was first Artie. You were on fire, hun. You just keep going. Like,
Well, I think she played it really well. I mean,
yeah,
I had to laugh. I made a comment when she was talking about
yeah,
the salmon and the butter sauce. It's like, salmon is a sassy fish. And I'm like, okay, she's not wrong. I think she played
yeah.
it a little bit better, I
Okay.
think. So I am going to try Ming's trick of using the microwave on the skin to render the fat
Yeah.
out. That was a smart idea.
Have you ever tried that
I have
technique before?
not.
Or
I'm
no.
going to the
Okay.
next time I have salmon, though.
Okay.
So, because crispy salmon skin is really good. But I
So
think she
good.
played it really well with the brown butter and then the cashews.
Yeah.
She just, the radishes, I think if she pickled them, maybe it would have done a little bit better, like quick
Okay.
pickle, as opposed to just, shaving them and then putting them on top.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Okay, so we have Artie going against, is it Claudette?
Jonathan,
Okay, Artie and Jonathan, and then we have Claudette
Jet.
and Jet. I would not want to be in any of those battles. Okay, overall, I'm thrilled with bracket A. I feel that these battles were incredible. What did you think about the randomizer? Did you like the choices? I do want to ask that really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like the choices.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
I
feel
always
that they
like a
were
randomizer
easier?
anyways, but.
Yeah. Did you feel that they were easy? Okay, I say easier, tongue in cheek. Like we all know, you know.
Um, I think the choices were pretty good. I did like
Yeah.
the twist of having the respin or move up or move down because that seems
Yeah.
kind of new. They had respin last season, I think, but I mean it's some of the choices.
Yeah.
The I love watching the protein or vegetable fruit choices. It,
Yeah.
I would love to be behind the scenes and just watch to see how they decide what's going to go on for each round.
It appears to me that it's three that are just cycling. Do you think watch it tonight? I think it's three that cycle through because when he goes fish, cheese, or fish, bacon, pork, fish, bacon, pork. I think it's just three, and then they remove that one and they replace it with a new one. I
Right.
think that's what they're right. I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. What do you think about? So we have obviously we do not find out until the last minute who the icon is. How do you feel about that?
I I think I like this format. Again, as I said
Yeah.
last week, it seems a lot more balanced as opposed to East versus West.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's good, but because there's great chefs on both coasts, but I like
Yeah.
the mix a little bit better,
Yeah.
and it makes it a little bit more exciting to not know who the number one seed is until the final battle.
It's who okay, we have tonight. Obviously it's going on right now. I as soon as I get off here, we're gonna go on. And yes, we'll be joined at a regular time next week. We'll have, Bucko as well. He's breaking down a set or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I finished his show and they're breaking down the set tonight.
He said strike, and I was like, I was really supportive of him, and he goes, obviously I'm not a theater knowledge. I apologize.
I knew what he meant.
I apologize to anyone who's in theater who knew what strike a set meant.
I'm
So
just a musician.
well, you obviously knew. I felt silly, and he's like, "Oh, you sweet innocent person." But yeah, he'll be back next week. Okay, who do you think it is tonight? Who do you think is going to be our chef?
Oh, the icon.
Yeah,
Gosh.
I think one of them is going to be Morimoto. Like I would put money. I was, growing up as the '90s, with the Iron Chefs, Morimoto, Ken
Oh, he would be
Haruki
going against
Sakai.
Kasuji. So if it's Morimoto, he'd
Yes,
be going against Kasuji. That would be a good battle. That would
that
be
would be
really good.
insane. Oh my God. I think Morimoto, I believe one is a woman. I would put money on it. Like I have nothing to prove, nothing. Okay, Jonathan Waxman or Morimoto would be amazing.
Waxman. Oh, I love Waxman. He's also in my top tier. I'd love to eat their
Yeah.
food. David
What?
Burke, too.
Oh, that sounds like a good. My dad liked maybe Wolfgang Puck.
It's only because it's an older.
He said because it's an older person, right? Yeah.
But I don't,
Maybe
I mean,
Wolfgang's
but
never really
Wolfgang doesn't
competed, though.
compete.
it could be just that he's an icon because they did say that they're icons in their field.
We'll see. I am going to do a
Hmm.
plug, though, because Joe Sasto is on tonight.
Okay, can we talk about who do we think is going to take it really quickly? Who do we think?
Okay,
So we'll
so
name the battles. We say who we think is
we
going to
have
win.
Kevin Lee and Adam Greenberg. And I'm going to
I
go with Kevin Lee just
yeah
because I know
yeah
him more. And
yeah
this is like his third, I think, TOC.
yeah.
So he's got more experience.
My dad says Kevin, Mom.
Kevin.
Kevin. I think Kevin as well. I think Adam has been an amazing competitor. We've seen him compete before. I'm like you. It's like more of a name knowledge. I just know Kevin
Right.
more to be absolutely honest.
And then
Yeah.
the next one's Britt Resignio and Giuseppe Tentori.
Okay. Did you hear the rumor that she wants to be called Butter Daddy instead of the angry Italian?
No.
I love it. I love it. If that's what we're gonna call it, we're gonna do it. But I
Are
think
you
it's
sure she wanted that?
yes. I think okay. Britt, if you didn't, I'm so sorry, and I said it was rude. She's gonna hate me. I'm pretty sure that's what she wants to be called. But Britt or who?
Giuseppe.
Sippy.
Oh damn! I really like
I
Giuseppe.
know. I'm like, man, it's really hard to pick like a favorite for some of these because
Yeah.
I like Giuseppe.
I
I
do too.
know,
I do
I
too.
know your Britt really, really wants it, but Giuseppe proved his worth at the All
And the
Star one.
last one,
So
yeah, the one
yeah,
last season. He also was in the first one. I felt like an idiot. Oh, and then she said that she likes angry sweet Italian is okay. She didn't want butter daddy.
Oh, good.
Oh my God, what if I did start this rumor? I'm so sorry. Oh God. Okay. I think
Let's
it's
go with sweet Italian.
I like sweet Italian. Okay, I like Brit. I think that Giuseppe, honestly, like God, I love him as well. Giuseppe
it's
would be
going to depend on
amazing.
what the randomizer does.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
Oh.
close, like maybe 1 or 2 points. And
That
I'm
one's
going to
going to
go
be
with
a sad one. Yeah.
with
Okay,
Britt. I'm rooting
Brit,
for
Dad.
Giuseppe.
Always Brett.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, you said it just
I think
always
it's going
just.
to be Britt, but Giuseppe, I think I'm rooting for him, but it's going to probably be Britt.
I
She wants it really, really bad.
and she would deserve it. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. So Brit. Remember Brit?
I'm going Brett.
Brit. I would say I'm
Been
going.
watching her for a long time.
Yeah, I've been a fan. She's always been on my dream team. I mean, I
Except
absolutely.
this time, Bucko got her.
I was so okay. If it hadn't been his wife's pick, I would have like given him like grief about it. But I like
You're going
Marissa
to
a lot.
Rochambeau it?
Yeah. Oh, I 100%. Like I would not have given up without a fight. No, I think Giuseppe. It'll be a 1 point battle, and I think Britt will take it. But Giuseppe, like I want to see him on 24 and 24. I want to see
I
him.
want to see more of him.
I do too.
Yeah.
Mom
I
said
like
more
his
of
style
him.
of cooking, and he seems
Yeah.
like he can talk to the camera while he's doing it. And I appreciate that.
I think that that's a skill that I think you would have.
I'm
that
getting
you,
better. I mean, each time
okay.
I do, it's easier. It's
Yeah.
just you have to get used to hearing your own voice sometimes, as you know.
Ugh. Not to you, but like just in general.
I know,
And
but I mean, it's you just kind of just doing it and getting the
yeah,
practice.
it's
Um,
it's a really hard skill, but I mean, you're right. I think that that'll be interesting. So we're gonna go with Brit, and then we have, is it Katsuji? Is that the
you
last? Oh no,
have
there's
no,
two
well,
more.
no, we have Nini, and Joe.
I mean, okay, Nini is interesting. I feel that she's a tough competitor. I feel
She's
that
underestimated, I think, a lot of
I,
times.
okay, normally I agree with you. I really do. I feel like at the beginning she was. I think now they know that she's cutthroat and she can do it. So I think now she's not as,
She
but I
plays the
agree.
sweet.
Yeah, but I want to see what she's like in real life. Like I think that that would be really interesting to me just because it's like we've seen so many sides of her. Like I want to see, you know, like again, like if we were grabbing some pizza, how she would be. And I
Right.
like that. I like that though. Because it's like she wants keeps us wanting more, if that makes sense. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. Okay, so mom or dad, Nini or Joe?
Go all the way.
Joe all the way. Mom,
Joe.
Joe. I'm going Joe. I like Joe. He kicked, I was gonna say bad word, but you know, a last time. He was on fire. He is incredibly strong. Oh wait, and Chef Ava said Nene did work at 11 in Madison Park in New York City under Chef Daniel. So she does have that classical training.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
I mean, she's so talented. Oh my God,
She's a great baker.
she's a really good baker. I feel that she's multifaceted and different with
Right.
baking and
Well,
cooking.
but Fausto is a baker too. He's really good at like
Who is
focaccia and
it?
that sort of thing. So,
Right.
but she
So
has more
you
of a
know that? I didn't know
pastry
that.
background, I think. A lot of it depends on what the randomizer comes up with.
What if it's like bread
But
or
he can do
like,
bread too.
or dough?
He can
That
do
would be
bread
interesting.
and dough because he makes pasta. In
I
fact,
need to
I'm
put
gonna
it
do.
even
This
back
is not
and do it.
sponsored, but this is a plug. He has Tantos.
Wait, can you show it again? Can you do it again? Or is that his?
Tantos. Yeah, they're his. He has 4 flavors. I bought all 4 to try them.
Okay,
Pesto,
I
casio pepe, um,
okay.
pesto, and
You're gonna
marinara.
need to. Can you do an actual post? I honestly would like to know
Yeah,
what you think about him. I would appreciate that.
I tried some at the food show and I really like them. They're light and airy,
Yeah,
crunchy, and not overly flavor. You know how some chips
yeah,
have too much flavor,
yeah,
and these are really nicely balanced.
yeah.
I will have to portion them out because could eat probably way too much at one time. So
I'm a
it's
chip
not a
person too. I
sponsored
get
post.
it.
I just got some to try. And as far as cookbooks,
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at this, the cookbook too. Okay, so we'll go for Chef Joe. I do again want to say, Nene, I love watching you compete. I love peeling your layers in not a weird way. And I love seeing how many times we see you. I love it. I love it. Okay, then we have, is this the big one? Or
Katsuji and the icon. And I'm not even going to guess without knowing who the icon is.
Katsuchi is just impressing me. I
He's
think
a
no,
he's a wild card in the bunch.
he's gonna put on a show. Like that is, I think, is what I'm the most excited about. Please go. That's
But
fine.
that could shoot him in the foot too. You know,
If
putting on too much of a show and not paying attention to the clock.
I think you had in time. I think you had a really good point about that last week when you kind of referenced Bobby Flay's battle where he was a
Mm,
little too showman.
yeah.
You know, I I am excited again. I'm so angry. I know that you said that thankfully it's on the extras for them not to be able to show those qualifier rounds just because again, these are the chefs that they're really going to be featuring and for us not to really have that full access, I'm kind of bummed about. So I'm very excited to see him show his stuff. Um oh, okay, I'm not gonna read that's a spoiler. Oh no, I'm not gonna read that one. I'm not gonna read that one. I can't even read it because it's in the spoilers, but it said something, and I don't want to be. I don't want a spoiler. I'm just
I know
excited.
we want to be surprised.
Don't
Don't
tell.
no spoilers.
No
No
spoilers.
hints.
Yeah. No. But you know what I like though? I like that when we come on here, it's like we obviously do not know anything like about what happens or
I
anything like that.
wish I could find out so I can make better bingo cards for worse cooks, but you know.
Well, I think with this one, it's like okay. I feel like this is a great place to end it. We, I obviously I always enjoy having you guys on here. Thanks so much for everyone who was participating at home. I think, all right, let's watch these battles. Let's come back next week, and I can't wait. Anything else you want to say?
Missing Matt. Hope his
Ah,
teardown goes well
now
this
that I
coming
know what
next
that
week.
means. So sorry, man.
They're
I,
basically taking the stage apart, putting the costumes where they go, just breaking everything down.
I love that. And please, you guys, if you're in his area, please go support him. I think it's absolutely wonderful that he does community theater and he is so good and he loves it. So, okay, you ready for this? Let's go watch. Okay, bye, Michelle. Bye, guys. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Oh, bye. Hi, Andrew. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Okay, ready?